not, on the hands on the floor, you can be here and straighten out. So you're not coming back up. So if you're here, you're just doing this. You're bending and straightening. If not, you're here and you bend and straighten. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just take it over to the side and the opposite side. Again, your hands can be above your knees. If not on the floor, do what's right for you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just going to turn it round, step in, drop the knee down, step out, step in, drop the knee down, step back out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to your feet. Walk it through. Step in and lift. Walk it back. Stand up. Ooh. Walk it through. Step in. Reach up. Walk the hands back. Stand up. 4 more. So step in and reach. Walk it back. Stand up. Step in. Rotate. Walk your hands back. 1 more time each side. Last one. Okay. Come down onto your tummy. Just lift up and lower down. Lift up, lower down. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come up onto all 4s, into a cat stretch, chin to chest, and into cow. Into cat, cow, cat, cow. 1 more, cat, cow. Okay, back flat. Walk your feet in, either hands above your knees or down on the floor, and just pedal through the feet and start to come up. So you're just pedaling through the feet. Yeah? And lift the shoulders up and back as you pedal. Have a little dance if you like. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle those shoulders. Circle. Pardon me, circle. And change direction. Rotate from side to side. If you've got a towel or a belt or something handy, just grab it for when we do the developmental stretches through the hamstring and the glutes. Okay? So bend the knees, swing through. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it should be a little bit more, a little warmer, a little bit more mobile. And then we're gonna start our stretching. So if you have got a tie, a belt, a towel, anything like that, doesn't matter if you haven't, you can use your hands. Okay, so come down onto your mat. So, developmental stretching, they're things like your hamstrings and your glutes. They're the muscles that we neglect and get tight, and once they're tight, they alter your posture. Okay, so it's really important that we keep those flexible. So, I just want you to take your legs up in the air to begin with, and we're just going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take one leg down, so you've got one on the floor and one up. Now, if your hip flexors are tight here, it's another area, just bend that leg in, yeah? This leg needs to be straight, yeah? And you need to drive your heel up to the ceiling. So once you do that, you should feel it start to stretch there, yeah? Depending on how flexible you are, will depend how quickly you feel that. Bring it in, take your opposite leg out. By taking your opposite leg out, you should feel that a little bit more. And then take the hands either on the back of your thigh. If you've got them on the back of the thigh, make sure you don't loll into that knee bend, because you're not going to get the full length of the hamstring. Okay, so if you can, reach your calf and draw in. This is where you can use your belt or your tie or your towel just to ease that stretching. Now keep the bum on the floor and the back down. Just hold it there. Morning, Nikki. You'll catch up later, okay, love? So what you need to do is hold that there and breathe in and out as normal, okay? When that tension eases off, you should be able to draw that leg in a little bit further, and it'll feel like you started all over again. Yeah? So developmental stretching, you want to be holding for around 30 seconds. Don't force it in. Try and keep the legs straight. Okay, just again, try and ease that leg in a little bit further. We're going to hold it here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the tension first and then lower the leg. Yeah, we're going to change sides. So take that opposite leg up. Remember, if you can, take that leg out flat, 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 straight, keeping your butt cheek on the floor. Now I've got to start all over again. One leg is going to be easier, or come further, or feel less tense. Okay, that's perfectly normal. Drive the heel up to the floor and just go into the first part of the stretch. Just warn your muscles, your tendons, that you're giving them a stretch just by holding it here, pushing the heel up to the ceiling. Okay, take hold of either the thigh, the calf, or the toes. Keep pushing that heel up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing in and out as normal. Okay, and again, when that tension eases, draw that leg in without the bum coming up off the floor. Okay, we've got one more section. So draw it in and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep it straight, keep the heel up to the ceiling, 3, 2, 1, release the tension first, bend the knee, don't just let it go, and bring it down to the floor. That was nice. Okay, so now the glutes. Get lazy glutes, tight glutes, which in turn can tilt the pelvis forward or back. So your posterior, that will bring on lower back pain. So the first setup here will be to bend the knees, take one leg over the other, no hands required at the moment. That bent knee pushes outwards, so you'll look like this, yep. You'll do it like that. Now the first stage is just to keep that knee pushed out and to take the foot away from the floor. So that's your first stage. Ease that leg up, but keep pushing the knee away, and you should feel that in the side of that butt, yeah? Again, breathe in and out as normal. We're working on areas that when they get tight and lazy, interfere with your posture, which will then bring on other issues, particularly in the back. If you can't reach through, take that leg up, keep pushing that bent knee away from you. And again, you're drawing this leg in towards you. If you can, reach your calf, or this is a great one to use your tie or your belt or your towel on. Because you can't really reach unless you've got long arms because of this leg in the way. But you can use that and ease it in. You need to keep pushing that bent knee away from you. In a little bit further. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the tension first. Take the leg down. Just give it a shake. We're going to go into the opposite side. So bend that leg in. Cross that leg over, knee away from you. So you're trying to get your knee in line with your ankle. Yeah? So first stage, remember, different sides feel different. Lift the foot up off the floor. I can feel that straight away. Just ease it in. Lifting that foot further off the floor. Straighten out the leg. Again, that might just increase that little bit more that you need. You might need to reach or use your towel, use your belt. Ease that leg in. Keep pushing this one away from you. Oh, that feels good. Yeah? So we've got another 12. 11. Make sure you're not pushing your foot on your knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend this knee and release it off. Oh, my left leg is so tight compared to the right. Okay, roll up to sitting. Okay, you're sat on your sitting bones, yeah? So, just turn, place one hand over the outside of your thigh, Sit up tall and turn and try and look at your fingertips behind you. Great mobility into the thoracic spine. Keep breathing in and out as normal. And change. Lift up, turn. Remember, don't pull on the knees. And release. Okay, turn the waist to one side. Yeah? Pop one hand either side and just start by bending the elbows and lowering the chest down, keeping this butt cheek and thigh on the floor. So just lowering down. Feel it right down here into the lumbar. And lift back up. And again, take a breath in. As you breathe out, try and lengthen up and forward. And lift up one more time. Let's go a little bit further now. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Slide your hands along the floor. Lower your chest. Lower your nose. Chin down towards that knee. Don't force it. And release. That was my easiest side. So now turn. One hand either side and just bend the elbows and lower the chest down. Stage one. And lift up. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, now think about lengthening out through the crown of the head. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out as you lower. You may not come as far on this side, or you may go further on this side. Okay, the reach test. If you've ever done a fitness assessment, you may have done a reach test. Okay, you sit out with your legs like this, and it will be measured how far you reach forward. Okay, so right up the back of the thighs. So again, reach, bend the elbows and lower the chest. Try to draw the toes up, and if you can, just lift your heels slightly off the floor. And lift up. Remember, at no point do we push or force onto the knees. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Extend. If you can, try and get your palms onto the soles of your feet, so this is something to aim for. nothing to do with being short. Your arms and legs are in proportion. Stretching right up through the sciatic nerve. Breathe in and out, don't hold your breath. I was going to say relax into the stretch, but you probably don't feel too relaxed, you too. You can keep coming up out of the stretch if you need to. And release. Soles of your feet together. So once the soles are together, try and draw them in towards your groin, and then just gently push down on the inside of your knee with your elbow. Push the feet together, push down, feel that inner thigh, and you're opening up the hips. Shoulders down, get into this hunched position. Everything is long, lean, and lengthened. Okay, release one side, and just see if you can take that knee further down towards the floor. This is how you'll find out which side is more flexible than the other. Release that off and change sides. Oh yes, definitely the right is more flexible. Oh, went away then. So a little bit of work to do on the left. And both together. Sit up tall. Now drop the chin to the chest. Lengthen down the neck. And release. Okay, take the legs out and just make sure you're sat nice and evenly on your sitting bones. Spread the fingers, hand on the floor. Little push into the hand so you don't lean into that sitting bone on that side. Reach up and reach over. Remember that little push into the hand. Now try and lengthen and reach that arm right out into the distance. Sit up on the sitting bones. Breathing in and out as normal. Bend that elbow of the hand that's on the floor. Release. Hand on the floor. Just a little push so you don't lean into that side of the butt. Reach over. Bend the elbow. Push a little harder into the floor. Reach over. Lengthen that arm. Imagine someone's pulling that fingers. And release. Okay, we're just gonna, I'm not gonna go up, make you go all the way down or show off. So I just want you to put your hands in front, keep the head lifted, and just bend the elbows. And just bend them down as far as you can. If you can get to here, that is fantastic. I wouldn't expect you to get to here. Sounds like Mariah Carey's going to come on, doesn't it? She's not. And release. Okay, a little bit more in the glutes. Bring one leg in so that your foot, underneath of your foot, is on your inner thigh. And then I just want you to push this knee down towards the floor and drop your chest down. Bend the elbows and just lower down towards the straight leg. And release. Changing sides. Knee goes down, tip forward. Obviously, if this is uncomfortable on your knees, you can bring your foot down towards your calf, or you can just push the knee down towards the floor without bending forward. And release. Okay, we've got one more stretch to go, which is the hip flexors. So the hip flexors, just going to stand up, you can stay down there. The hip flexors are here, yeah? Once they become short, the pelvis starts to posteriorly tilt back, yeah? You end up like this kind of position. Got to be lengthened and tall, yeah? So once these, you start stooping and your posterior pushes back, which is going to put onto your lower back. So let's stretch out the hip flexors. So one leg is on the floor. I'm going to start off nice and easily, and you're just going forward with this leg. So from here, you just take the weight forward. I'll show you from different angles so you can see what I'm doing. So from here, yep. If you need to, put your hands on the floor, support yourself. Just ease that back. And again, bring it forward. It's as though you're trying to get the front of your thigh down onto the floor. Make sure on your front leg that your knee isn't going over the toes, yeah? So it can be here, but you don't want it to be here, yeah? And you want that heel on the floor. You can practice these stretches at any time. Make sure you're warm and mobile beforehand. Okay, change sides. Again, one side's going to be easier. You can rest on this leg. You can pop your hands down. Or you can have both hands off the floor. Whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, just sit back. Extend the opposite way. Again, one more time, making sure this front knee doesn't go past the toes. And release. Okay, just come to your tummy, hands underneath your shoulders, and just push up. Push your rib cage forward, so a little stretch down the rectus abdominis, but flexibility in your mobility in your thoracic spine, the upper part of your back. And bend, come up, sit back on your heels into child's pose. Walk your hands in, curl your toes back, slowly unroll. I could stay stretching all day long. Roll your shoulders back, fingertips to the floor. Be aware that you might ache like mad tomorrow.